Okay, hi guys. Today we will talk about the elision. What is elision? It means omitting one more sounds in a word or phrase to make it easier to pronounce. This used in formal speech, elision, and the formal informal. This is used in formal speech. Elision can help your American English sound softer and more natural. American English has some elation patterns in informal speech, but about today we'll practice T and D. What are you notes about the pronouns of underlined words in this sentence? The formal speech, the handsome movie star acts in a film about friendship between and father and son. And in this case, in this case, sorry, in this case, known in a casual speech is the handsome movie star acts in a film about friendship between and father and son. Whenever T or D stand between two consonants and the end of syllable, syllable, it is elided, meaning it is not pronounced. For example, instead of scripts, we cite scripts, sorry, and instead of friendship, we cite friendship. Let's practice that the pronouns of following word using T and D elation and elation. T and D elation can occur even between two words. Example: scripts, acts, facts, dialects, temps, postcard, handsome, friendship, highland, highlands. Okay.
The topic assimilation. We saw them in class. I will start to explain that this occurs more often frequently when the consonant of the first word ends in T sound and the follows word bends in a J sound, in a J sound. For example, we have we have two words. Last year, when you say last year and you are using assimilation, you don't pronounce the sound uh, not pronounced in this case, because when you're speaking fast, you say last year, the sound becomes in another sound. Or also when we have D or Y sound, for example, in did you go, um, you you say did you go, the sound in the second word becomes in J sound. In the connected speech, when we have a word with assimilation, it causes the word change to become in a more similar sound that the next word. For example, this example we saw in class, but I think that is a good example for that. Green park. When you say, when you hear green, you can you can see that the consonant N becomes in a consonant Uh, as this is for to prepare the mouth for to say the consonant p in park, and then you say green park. Basically, when two sounds meet and create a new sound, or for example, if you want to say 10 men, the correct form to pronounce it is 10 men. Like another example. Another example is, for example, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. The sound T, don't pronounce it, but the sound Y becomes in another sound. Nice to meet you. Um, that's it. Basically, when we have a word or many words that ends in a consonant and it mean to another consonant, um, create a new sound.
Good day, teacher David. My name is Kevin Acosta. I'm going to talk about leaking. Um, Introduce word final post vocalic are as I'm looking for when the following words begin with a vowel. Far off, far as were it, for inside, near it, were out. Intrusive. Many examples of leaking are occur where there is no R. It's an indesirable space habit. In order to avoid seeing the speaker tend to make use of a pause and glottal stop. It is mainly used in the case of a ending. The insertions of the R is obligatory before a suffix begin with a vowels. It is historically justified. Optional. Before a following word begin with a vowels. It is historically justified. After a, an intrusive R is used before a following words. It is historically unjustified. After a, o, an intrusive R is avoided before a following vowels. That insertion of intrusive R before a suffix is strongly stigmatized. Thanks.
Hello, teacher. My name is Paula Velasquez, and I'm going to explain the linking part when you are talking in English. The linking is talking about the important, it's so important because when you are talking, it's important to link the words, yes, in order to have a good pronunciation and, of course, an excellent fluent at the moment of speaking. So there are three parts that I'm going to explain you. The first one, that it's pretty easy, is when you have two words with the same sound. Yes, I'm going to show you this part, that is that this first word, and the sound of the and the finish at the end of the word is the sound t. And the next word starts, I'm sorry, with the sound t. Is the same sound, but you have to link, you have to join yes, you have to link, of course, the same sound. Yes, another example I have here is the red dress. You never pronounce red dress. It's impossible. In order to have a good fluency, you have to just link the sound. That is the same. Okay, so you have to say redress, that time. Yes, and the last example that I have is the sound p, as you can see here. Cheap, the last sound of that word is p, and the next word starts with the sound p. So you have only to link that sound to make uh, a linking word at the moment of speaking. I remember that it's important that you have to link the words, as I mentioned before, just because it's more fluency and sounds pretty good. It's like a native English. Okay, the question that I have here is how many times do you pronounce the sound? So I say that is only once because you have two words, but only one sound. That time, only one. Red dress, two words, one time, linking the two words. Cheap places, I don't say cheap places. No, you have two linking, okay? So the answer for this question is once. So let's continue with the part number 2, that is linking similar consonants sound. Here is important to keep in mind that the same could be the same sound, but one is voiced and the other one is voiceless. For instance, in this case, I have cheese, the sound is z, and the next word is s. The first one is voiced and the next one is voiceless. So what happened here? That you have to link. You have to link the word in order to have only one sound. The same happened here. Breathe, through, voiceless and voiceless. Vibration, no vibration words, in order to have only one sound, right? And the last part that is so important that people used to know is the part number 3, where it are when you have a consonant plus vowel. What is talking about this topic? You have here a consonant, yes, and you have also a vowel. What happened? The same. You have to link the two words in order to have a fluent pronunciation at the moment speaking, right? So you have to keep in mind that the English native, if you want to talk as an English native, you have to link the words, right? And this is the best part because I think it's the easiest because you can just communicate to word to another. Why or how? Because you have to link the words. In this case, as I mentioned, consonant plus vowel. When an, I don't say when Anna, it's impossible. I want to improve, of course, my English. When an, yes, it's shorter and sounds really good. And the last part, the last example I have is an Amy. I'm going to read slowly. An Amy fell in the pool. How many link parts, consonant plus vowel, do you see here? Okay, I see just only 2. An Amy, and failing. You have to join. That's pretty easy. So teacher, that's the explain that I have about linking, that it's so important. So let's continue with my other partners.